Don't let hijackers win. I'm going to be showing you the exact process to get Amazon unauthorized sellers removed. And the first thing is to come up with a good strategy, right? You want to learn from this video, create your own strategy that works best for you. And the first thing that I'm going to recommend is this strategy, right? And it's to hit it from all angles at once, but it does take patience. Patience is key. Step one is going to be to identify the hijacker, right? So the hijacker or unauthorized seller, what are they violating? Is it your copyright? Is it your trademark? Right? What is it? Are they actually violating your intellectual property? Do you actually have intellectual property? Right? Can you prove that? You want to have that ready to go. Once you're ready to go, step number 2 is to perform a test buy. You have to actually purchase their product if you want to win, like 99% chance success rate if you actually purchase their product. Then once it's delivered, then step 3 is to report the buyer. Report it to buyer support. Step number 4 is to report it to seller support. Step number 5 is to escalate the issue. And then if nothing else works, you can use arbitration or potentially suing the seller, right? You have some other options as well, but usually you don't even have to get to step number 6 as long as you do it right. So you can see right here, this is an example of a hijacker. So you can see this is a huge product it's selling. It's making a lot of money per month, at least $30,000 a month. And down here it says, here's the real seller, had a core. And then underneath that is the fake seller. And it says Fong Enterprise or Enterprise. So you can see it's spelled different. So you can check in on that. And this happens from time to time where there's a hijacker that gets on your listing and they actually are stealing sales. Even if the price is a lot higher, this one's like almost $20 higher. They're still going to be taking sales. They still will be hurting your listing, especially if the product's fake. It's going to destroy your listing. But this is a good example of trademark infringement. Trademark infringement is one of the easiest ones to do. So if somebody's on your listing, just put your brand name on the title. Just like throw it in the title if it's not there. And then bada bing, it's trademark infringement, like big time, right? And it's going to be the easiest way to remove them because it's hard for them to get back on Amazon for trademark infringement, right? Once you figure that out, as you can see, we're performing that test buy right here. We're clicking add to cart and we're going to wait. We are going to wait for it to be delivered. Once it's delivered, take some photos, contact buyer support as a buyer. Tell them you're super upset. You received this product. You thought it was authentic. You bought it from XYZ, but you realize that there is a second seller and it's that one, right? So you have to be very specific on what you're saying to buyer support, but the goal is to get it escalated internally. So yes, you do have to be upset. Yes, you do have to cause a stink. Yes, you might have to contact buyer support a couple of times, right? You can also go to amazon.com/report/infringement, and it's going to take you to this page. If this page doesn't open, do it in incognito mode, but you can report people as a buyer. So this is where you're going to report them as well. So you're reporting them here. And you're also scrolling all the way down to the bottom and there's a contact us. You can actually contact Amazon directly via chat. So now we're doing multiple things, right? We're pairing when you're contacting Amazon, do not forget to tell them that you actually purchased the item. Send them the order ID, show them that you purchased it, show them that it's delivered if possible. And that's going to help your case exponentially. Now we're on to seller support. So seller support is obviously going to be a lot more difficult and not as friendly as buyer support, but seller support also has the ability to remove them. So we can't forget about seller support. If you are a seller, super important. And the easiest way to start to do this is go into your Amazon Seller Central account. If you do have one, you're going to go to performance. You're going to go to account health. Once you're in account health, there's going to be a report abuse button right here. Click on that. And then you're going to submit this abuse form. Just figure out what they've been doing wrong. There's a lot of different things you can do to report them. So go ahead and do that. And then once you report them, there's another thing that you can do, and it's going to be utilizing brandregistry.amazon.com. And this is going to be where you click report a violation. You can actually report them here. This is like the official platform. So I just showed you Seller Central. There's also which I'm on right now is brandregistry.amazon.com. So go here. If you have a trademark, you have to enroll it, and then you can get access to report a violation button. Once you do that, put in the competitor's ASIN, right? And then you can actually single them out, report them, and make sure you tell Amazon, again, you did a test buy. You verified it, you did a test buy. It's 100% violating your trademark. It's 100% counterfeit, things like that. If it's not working, it's time to escalate. And a lot of people don't do this. This is super important because getting somebody else's opinion, if it's not approved, will greatly increase your chances of success. Contact brand support. And then once you do that, there's literally an escalation button, escalate an infringement related issue. And this is where you can literally escalate it internally, make sure you're reviewing it, make sure that your initial complaint is very, very detailed. Everything should be detailed, to the point, not over the top. And that's going to help you with your success at the end of the day. Now, of course, like I said, the last resort is going to be arbitration. So you could potentially sue Amazon for not removing them, right? Or you could potentially, what would be called arbitration. You could potentially sue the actual person that's violating your trademark, and that's going to be another success, right? Because once they have that in place, a judge can pretty much put like a court order in, you give it to Amazon, they're done for. So keep that in mind, that is another option. Before you do all this, make sure you bulletproof your account and your listings, should I say. Just, if you're going to go through all of this, usually if it's a Chinese seller, somebody from China or somebody from out of the country, they're not going to do anything. But if you report somebody and they're from the US, they may try to get some type of revenge, right? And I've talked about the type of revenge I'm talking about is, I've seen it before, is they will look through all of your listings and they'll try to do test buys on your listings, any of them that they think are fake, and they'll try to get your listing removed, which is usually not successful, but you still want to have everything in place. And obviously you don't want to be selling counterfeits or everything, but you want to have all the documentation in place and be prepared for that to happen. If you need help, EHP Consulting Group, there's a link in the description to contact us or schedule a call. We specialize in infringement as well as growing sales. We have a different department team that's working with you so that way you can succeed. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO, signing out.